In this recording, you'll find the answers to the self-assessment section in 5.1. Starting with self-assessment A, you want to check the following sentences for any errors in the use of plurals. And you want to write okay if the sentence is okay, and if it isn't, you want to put the correction on the line. And just a reminder, this is very much like how your quizzes and exams will be, in which you'll read a series of sentences like this, and if the sentence is okay, you simply write okay. And if not, in the box you would indicate how to make the correction. So pay close attention to these types of homework in which you see questions like this, because it very much is like the quizzes and exams. Number one, you're looking for problems with plurals. The last three editor-in-chiefs were excellent grammarians. The issue is with editor-in-chiefs. Because we're making this plural and it's a compound word, we need to make the main word plural. That would be editor. So the answer should be editors-in-chief. Number two, David and Heather are the owners of two companies. Here it's just a spelling issue. Companies, it should be Companies. Number three, Krispy Kreme stores, which started in North Carolina in 1937, are now in 7 countries. And again, a problem making countries plural. You need to change the Y to I and add ES, so the answer should be Counties. Number four, 3 new district attorneys were hired last week. Another spelling issue, attorneys should be Attorneys. And number 5, you have 2 issues. 2 counties order computer supplies from these 3 companies. Counties, Counties, and companies, Companies. Number 6, Otto's Camera Shop has 2 wide-angle lenses on sale this week, and I think you can see the issue is with the word lens. When we end in S, we add ES to make it plural. It should be Lenses. Number 7, 2 Marcies, Marcy Satterwhite and Marcy Passierb, are in this class. In this case, with the name, we have 2 Marcies. We don't change the Y to I and add ES. Now you're changing the name. It's Marcy is the name, so to make that plural, it should be Marcys. The problem is with Marcies. Simply make it Marcys. Number 8, Ms. Aguirre has 2 daughters-in-law who live in Texas. This one's totally fine. Daughters-in-law is the way you would make daughter-in-law plural. Number 9, USA Today has advertised for 2 editor-in-chief's positions, and just like number 1, this should be editors-in-chief. Okay. Section 5.1, Self-Assessment B. Check the following sentences for the correct use of plurals, and again, write okay, and if not, tell me where the problem is. Number 1, Hugo asked us to send these letters to the Mrs. Smiths. You make the title plural, you make the last name plural, don't make both plural. And again, there are 3 Miss Smiths, so you can say Mrs. Smith or Miss Smiths, but not Mrs. Smiths, and hopefully that makes sense. Number 2 is okay. The temperature in Fort Lauderdale during March break is usually in the high 70s. Don't give me an apostrophe there. 70s, that is okay the way it is. Number 3, because of her illness, she received 2 I's for her incomplete courses. Again, you need to use, with this capital I, an apostrophe here, I''S, so it doesn't look like she received 2 is. And this would be the same with the letter A, U, and M. If it's used in a capital, you would use your apostrophe, and that's the only time with capital letters. Number 4, yes, the Messrs. Giesler are buying the property on Macy Avenue. That's where we use the plural French title for Messrs., and that's okay the way it is. And you could have said Mr. Giesler's. I think Mr. is plural for Mr., and that would have been okay too, but this is okay the way it is. Many women are senior managers in American companies. Women is the plural of woman, so that's where one of your issues is, and the second is with the word companies. You want to spell that correctly, Companies. Keep in mind, normally on a quiz, normally, not always, I won't have more than 1 error, except in the case of finding subjects. I can sometimes have compound subjects, but usually I'll only have 1 error in the sentences, and that's something to keep in mind as you work through these. Students with current IDs can park on the Getty Center in Los Angeles without making a reservation. Number 6, again, IDs, don't give me an apostrophe there. This is an acronym, capital letters, just IDS, small s though, big I, big D. Number 7, please take yesterday's bread and pastries off all the shelves. Shelves. We need to make that Shelves. Number 8, 2 men and 2 woman partners have joined the firm. Mr. Krantz and Ryan and Mrs. Kramer and Sung. Blah, what a mess. 2 men and 2 women, that's your first issue, partners have joined the firm. Mr. Krantz and Ryan and Miss Kramer and Sung. You should make that Messrs. Krantz and Ryan and MSES Kramer and Sung to make it plural. We've decided to make the titles plural here. This year we'll be serving gooses at our Thanksgiving dinner. I sure hope not. You're going to serve geese. Geese. That's the plural of goose. And then number 10, all the CEOs are giving up their bonuses this fiscal quarter. CEO is a capital acronym for Chief Executive Officer. And you do not need that apostrophe S. It should just be CEO and then small s. Hopefully that helped. All right, self-assessment C, 5.1. Write the plural forms of the following nouns. If necessary, consult a dictionary. Tomato, I like to add the ES, but you can just add S if you like. Logo, just S, L-O-G-S. Oh, I'm sorry, L-O-G-O-S. Thief should be thieves, T-H-I-E-V-E-S. Loaf should be loaves, L-O-A-V-E-S. Concerto, it's musical, so no ES, just S, C-O-N-C-E-R-T-O-S. Gulf should be gulfs with a simple S. Sheriff should be sheriffs with a simple S. Handkerchief should be handkerchiefs with a simple S. Volcanoes, I like the ES, V-O-L-C-A-N-O-E-S. And solo, again, it's musical. Weird rule, I know, but it's musical. S-O-L-O-S, no ES. Okay. The last one I'm going to go over in this section is self-assessment D. And again, you're looking for errors in the use of plural. Keep in mind that your quiz will be more like A, B, and D and less like C. I won't ask you just to spell anything. That's simply for practice. Self-assessment D, you want to look at the following sentences for any errors in the use of plurals. And again, if the sentence is okay, just write okay. Number 1, at this point, you should understand if there are 3 editor-in-chiefs, there should be 3 editors-in-chief. 3 editors-in-chief. That's what we're looking for, editors-in-chief. Number 2, Professor Bello handed out syllabus to the entire class yesterday. We want syllabi, or I would take syllabuses, but either way you want to make sure you make that plural. The auditor's analyses of the treasurer's records will be completed by Friday. Careful with these foreign words. Analyses is plural. This is just one, and you want an analysis. A-N-A-L-Y-S-I-S. Germany's discos are always busy on Friday and Saturday nights. A disco counts as something musical. D-I-S-C-O-S, no E-S. Bacterias are the primary source of spoiled food. Bacteria is already plural. Bacterium is singular. So you would simply say bacteria are, and you're set. Our internet site had over 9,000 hits last month. That's fine. Number 6. Number 7, Land Lake College has over 10,000 alumni. That's fine. Alumni is plural. The local woman, that's a mess, shelter is always in need of blankets and personal use item. Local women's, W-O-M-E-N, it's plural, and then apostrophe S to show possessive. A civic, there should be civics, class is required for graduation. And these exercises will provide stimuluses to the leg muscles to make them stronger. Stimuli is plural. Hopefully that helped, and you're going to do awesome on the quiz, which will be posted on Wednesday. Thanks.